In the heart-pounding world of Major League Baseball, few moments capture the essence of drama, rivalry, and retribution quite like this one. This isn't just a story about a powerful swing or a game-winning strikeout. It's a modern-day David versus Goliath, where a determined underdog takes on a towering giant. Join us as we dive into the epic showdown that served as one man's ultimate revenge, a poetic culmination of grit, courage, and redemption. Welcome to a tale of baseball heroics, where the spirit of David conquered Goliath under the bright October lights of Petco Park.
It is what it is. I've said it before, we don't like them, they don't like us.
Oh, look out there. 101 up around the head.
Certainly it was a very scary and dangerous pitch.
This is a life-threatening situation. This is not just a baseball situation. You just don't do this. You don't headhunt.
I got a whole damn stable full of guys that throw 98 miles an hour, period.
Well, this is an interesting confrontation here. Chapman threw over the head of Mike Brosseau September 1st. World-class at-bat right there. And the ultimate revenge at-bat.
In 2020, COVID turned the world upside down. Baseball looked a little different. Players wore masks. The season started late and only lasted 60 games. Fans were forced to watch from home instead of at the stadium, but the game itself remained unchanged. And in the game, an intense rivalry was coming to a head between the Rays and the Yankees. The Rays in 2020 were a team with a $28 million payroll of mostly unknown players, battling the Yankees, who had a $112 million payroll invested in their star-studded lineup. Throughout the season, the Rays and the Yankees clashed with each other 10 times in a 60-game span, and tensions were raised on September 1st. With 2 outs and nobody on, New York's Masahiro Tanaka decided to send a message. But why? These two teams had been trading blows since 2018, where the Yankees and the Rays got into an altercation. Both teams felt like the other was pitching a little too close for comfort, and in 2018, CC Sabathia took it upon himself to send a message.
Hits him, and now CC just lost himself $500,000.
A message that would have cost him $500,000 from a bonus incentive for innings pitched. CC was 1 inning away, but got ejected for hitting the Rays. Luckily for him, New York decided to pay him out anyway. Despite sending that message, the Rays continued to throw inside on Yankee sluggers, and the Yankees returned the favor. 2018 saw the Yankees win 10 of 19 games against the Rays, and in 2019, the Yankees bullied Tampa Bay, winning 12 of 19 matchups. In 2018 and 2019, the Yankees went to the playoffs, winning 100-plus games both seasons, and winning the AL East in 2019. The Rays won 90 games in 2018, but missed the playoffs. And in 19, they won 96 games and made the playoffs in second place behind the Yankees, but lost to the Astros in the ALDS. In 2020, the script was flipped. This time, it was the Rays who were the bullies. They bullied the Yankees and had won 7 of 8 matchups versus New York entering September 1st, with just 2 games left against each other. Tanaka and the Yankees, frustrated with the Rays' domination and their pitching style of throwing high and tight, decided to express their frustration by plunking Joey Wendell. Typically, New York sent their message and it would be up to the Rays to retaliate, though they showed no signs of wanting to do so. You would think that this would be over, but you would be wrong. The Yankees closer Aroldis Chapman had other plans. Aroldis Chapman was, and still is, one of the most feared pitchers in baseball, and he was feared for one thing and one thing only: high octane, high velocity, punishing fastballs. Standing in at 6'4", weighing 218 pounds, the man commonly referred to as the Cuban Missile imposed his will on batters with his heater. He has always been known for his fastball, and his arrival to MLB after defecting from Cuba was highly anticipated. Chapman holds the record for the fastest pitch ever recorded at 105.8 miles an hour. What is even scarier is, sometimes he has no idea where it's going.
Hit him! And he hit him. Oh, man.
The hard-throwing lefty came in to close the game for the Yankees and with 2 outs faced an unknown name, Mike Brosseau. Unlike Chapman, Brosseau's arrival to MLB was not highly anticipated. On the contrary, you would be hard-pressed to find someone who knew who he was outside of Tampa Bay fans. Brosseau played baseball at Oakland University in Michigan before going undrafted and signing as a free agent with the Rays in 2016. From there, he went on to rake at every single level he played at, and found himself as a regular on a big league roster in 2020. Brosseau stepped into the box to face the hard-throwing Chapman, and this happened.
Oh, look out there. 101 up around the head.
Brosseau came close to wearing a 101 mile an hour fastball right to the head if he hadn't ducked, a pitch that could have been life-threatening. The Rays and Brosseau felt as though there was intent behind that pitch, and Chapman said that pitch just got away from him. After the scary incident, Chapman got Brosseau to strike out to end the game, and while he was walking back, the Yankees began to chirp at him. The benches cleared. If it weren't for COVID, there may have been a full-on brawl. Tensions were as high as ever after Chapman threw over Brosseau's head, and the baseball world gave their reactions. Rays manager Kevin Cash had a lot to say about the at-bat and did not hold back after the game.
Poor judgment, poor coaching. It's just poor teaching what they're doing and what they're allowing to do. Somebody's got to be accountable. And the last thing I'll say on it is I got a whole damn stable full of guys that throw 98 miles an hour, period.
Cash's comments about his stable of guys who threw 98 miles an hour was a threat to the Yankees and led fans to make shirts and hats that donned 98ers as a symbol of pride and resilience for the Rays that even the players bought into. Meanwhile, Yankees manager Aaron Boone tried to pour water over the fire and ease tensions.
Well, that's pretty scary comments. I don't think that's right at all.
As the final game of the series approached, the whole baseball world watched and expected fireworks. The next day, we got fireworks early, but not the kind that everyone expected. The Rays got out to an early start after a leadoff double by Manuel Margot, followed up by a home run by Randy Arozarena. Just like that, the Rays were up 2-0, and they were not shy about it.
If they have not turned up the volume on the mics around the dugouts, then this is going to be a very loud and chirpy affair.
Lines it into left, back toward the corner. Fair ball into the corner after it. Gardner, extra bases for Margot.
After the 2-run home run by Arozarena, Austin Meadows then doubled to bring up Mike Brosseau. In his first at-bat after the pitch was thrown over his head, Brosseau crushed a deep pitch into left field, landing in the left field bullpen. Just like that, the Rays punched back, but not the way the Yankees did the night before. The Rays did their damage on the scoreboard and went up 4-0 in the first inning. Later in the game, Mike Brosseau's revenge must have felt so nice, he had to do it twice.
4-0 game. There's a swing and a fly ball to right center field and fairly deep. Back on it is Hicks to the wall. It's a 2-homer game.
Brosseau went deep to right center field for his second bomb of the game, and leaving no doubt, Brosseau got his revenge on the Yankees and made sure they felt it. Tampa Bay would win that game and dominate the Yankees during the 2020 regular season, winning 8 of 10 games. If the story ended here, it would be a good story about revenge. But this is a story about David versus Goliath. Brosseau got his revenge on the Yankees, but he didn't hit those 2 home runs off of Chapman. As fate would have it, the Yankees and Rays would meet again just a month later in October in the American League Division Series. In Game 1, the Yankees would win big. The game was close up until a grand slam by Giancarlo Stanton sealed the deal for New York 9-3. In Game 2, the Rays bounced back behind 4 home runs by who else? Randy Arozarena, Mike Zunino, Manuel Margot, and Austin Meadows. They beat the Yankees 7-5. In Game 3, the Rays took a 2-1 series lead after winning 8-4 behind home runs from Kevin Kiermaier, again Randy Arozarena, and catcher Michael Perez. This was the playoffs where Randy Arozarena made his name. Game 4 saw the Yankees attempting to force an all-deciding Game 5. Up 5-1 in the 9th inning with 2 outs, Brosseau stepped into the box against Aroldis Chapman one more time. After a long at-bat, Chapman won the battle with a 3-2 fastball high in the zone, causing Brosseau to swing through it, forcing a Game 5. Game 5 was a pitching duel between Yankee ace Garrett Cole and Rays stud Tyler Glasnow. Aaron Judge started the scoring off early with a solo home run in the 4th, but the Rays would answer with a solo shot of their own by Austin Meadows in the 5th. The score would remain unchanged for the rest of the night. The Yankees opted to put in Chapman during the 7th inning to keep the score a tie. He would retire every batter he faced to bring up another at-bat with Mike Brosseau. The storyline was all there. A winner-go-home game. A Goliath, feared closer who had gotten the better of the unknown, underestimated player, facing that player with the game on the line. Everyone watching, waiting to see if Mike Brosseau would slay the giant and get his ultimate revenge. Brosseau got down 0-2 early, but battled back to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. With the game on the line, Mike Brosseau did this.
Brosseau hooks one foul. But you don't start it early to get to 100. That's the result.
Chapman may have gotten away with one there. Brosseau pulled the 3-2 slider a long way foul. But the year before, Jose Altuve did not.
Altuve has just sent the Astros to World Series.
Any pitcher will tell you if they are going to get beat, they're going to get beat with their best pitch. And for Chapman, that was his heater. Brosseau fouled the next fastball straight back, and he remembered the strikeout from the night before, which would help him a lot in this at-bat against Chapman.
After that slider, I was kind of more locked in on the fastball, make sure to see it low because he's got such incredible ride on his fastball. So that's what he got me out last night on, was that 3-2 high fastball. So. And
on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, Brosseau connected.
Lefty, 3-2, Brosseau sends one into left field. Gardner going back, and it is up and gone! Mike Brosseau has homered!
And with that swing, Brosseau fulfilled his revenge against Chapman and the Yankees. The Rays would go on to beat the Yankees and advance the American League Championship Series, and David had beaten Goliath. The Rays went on to beat the Astros in 7 games and eventually lost to the Dodgers in the World Series, but not without a few more magical moments. Brosseau had etched his name in stone as one of the biggest home runs in Rays history and arguably the best revenge story in baseball. A story where a small market team beat the New York Yankees. A story where an undrafted player worked his way up to the bigs and stood up to the intimidation of a feared, dangerous pitcher. A story where the bully beats the bully. A true David versus Goliath tale.